Right, today's tip we're looking at hooding, and what I refer to as hooding is just keeping the ball down, trying to punch the ball, keep it below branches, and trying to get a lower ball flight out of your standard shot. Now, there are essentially two ways of getting a golf ball down and three ways to implement this. What we're going to be looking at is simply de-lofting the golf club and taking extra club. Now, essentially what you could do into the wind is take out a 5-iron as opposed to a 7-iron as you would do normally, and taking a slower swing at it, just a more rhythm-based swing. That should keep the ball flight down, and because it's a smoother swing, you will hit the ball slightly shorter. Right? This will result in a slightly lower ball flight, keeping the ball down underneath trees or into the wind in particular. The other way of doing it is to take the same club, but ensure that you get yourself leaning the club shaft forward or ahead of the golf ball. Now, one way you can do that is by simply moving the golf ball slightly back in the stance and getting the hands to the similar position they are in at impact normally. Now, you'll see what that does to the club face is it causes it to de-loft. Now, de-lofting is great for keeping the ball down. The only catch we have is by moving the ball back, the potential to squeeze the ball slightly out to the right. So what we want to do is correct that by simply closing the club face just a fraction to allow it to be square as you come through impact. So the ideal motion would be set yourself up comfortably as you would do normally, shift the ball slightly back in the stance, set the club up behind the ball, slightly close the face as you move the hands forward. From there, it's just the same swing you would normally make. And you find your ball come out a lot lower into the wind, which is fantastic, and keep it underneath the branches. Give it a go. Fairly simple to practice at the range and good fun to implement on the golf course.